Friends and neighbors, it's Neo Street back again. I'm playing poker for the first time in a week. I went to visit a friend in Chicago, so I that's why I had the hiatus. And so let me just do the stat shuffle first. So I made the second break. I'm currently in eighth place of the 13 remaining players out of the original 228 entries. There's a prize pool is 10 million, and the first place prize is 1 million, a little over a million. So looking at my stats, I'm seeing the flop 29% of the time, 23% of the time, and I've won. So I'm 4 of 6 in showdowns and won 3 pots without showdown. So I call this a shot from guns occurrence. There used to be an old ad way back in the day for a cereal where it was shot from guns. It's some kind of wheat. I forget exactly what, but I was shot from guns at the beginning of this tournament. My very first hand, I got dealt aces and tripled up, more than tripled up. So that's a bit of all right. And so then I didn't think I slowly fell back down and I thought I would just make a min cash or so, but I just kept hanging around and hanging around. And when you hang around, good things can happen. So I have a good shot at making the final table, and we'll see how far I can go. If I do make the final table, I'll try to ladder up as much as I can. And right now, the 13th place prize is the 13th place payout is 150,000, and then the next money jump is at 12th place, and 12th place pays 170,000, so an extra 20,000. So I'll fold this, and oh, I have an embarrassing thing that happened too that I'll call myself on. There's one hand where I was dealt deuces, pocket deuces or ducks, and I made quad deuces on the flop, and then somehow in the middle of the hand I forgot that I had quads, and I folded. I folded because I was afraid of some. There were two. I was looking at the board mostly, and there were two deuces on there and two kings, two tens. I thought, oh shoot, I've got deuces full of tens, and oh, just as I'm talking, I that's funny that I get dealt ducks again. That's bizarro. Anyway, so I was looking at the board and saw the two deuces and the two tens and said, "Oh shit! If my opponent has a ten, then he's got tens full of deuces, and that would cream my full house." Just totally forgetting that I had quads. Embarrassing, but that can happen. But poker can be somewhat forgiving sometimes. So it still enabled me to make it to the second break, even though I did that silly play. There wasn't much. There wasn't a huge pot anyway, but still, it's embarrassing to fold quads. You don't do that too often. Okay, so let me do my shuffle thing again to see who's up top. So, okay, nines is a pair of nines is nothing to sneeze at. But if someone goes way ballistic on me, I will fold it. But I will call this if no one raises up. So I'll pre-call. If someone raises up, this will go away, and I'll think again. Okay, no one raised it up. Although this guy could, because he's got a big stack, so I'm gone. Bully. So he was no folding now, who is in six. So he'll bump up now considerably. Watch him go. Okay, no folding now, went up from sixth to fifth, so not as high as I thought he would go. Okay. So now there's one player to fade to make the final table. So, and I've got most, I won't get hit with a big blind until, well, I will get hit in two more hands, but maybe by then someone will have been knocked out and the lights will come on and for the final table, let's see. So with 10 players, there's two tables left with 5 players at each. you gotta call when you have a pair. You just do. And then you gotta fold if you get raised up on. But you gotta see whether you can get a set on the flop. Seeing an 8 in there. Nope, no 8. But I do have a straight draw. If a 7 comes, I have a straight, so I'm glad they checked around. So now I have a slightly better straight, a 10 high straight if the 7 shows up. No, and didn't show up. But they're just checking it, checking it. Check it, check it, I'll check it. See what happens. Nope. Someone had a better pair. Oh, what was that? Let's see. I lost the thread of that and now it's gone, but I'll I'll look at the videotape later and see what the hell happened. So I'll fold this. Actually, this is more than half my stack, but that's poor holding, so I will fold. So I could be missing out on the final table by one spot, but you never know. Okay, so I'll have the small blind hit me next hand, so that will more than half my remaining chips. So so I get a hammer least when it was least needed. Well, they're never needed, but they're least needed when you're trying to make the last cut. All right. Well, this could be it. I miss out. I might miss. Oh, the other table has something going on. So, come on, get someone to get knocked out of the other table. Come on, let's go, let's go. Let's see those lights come on. Because the next payout is 170, and the ninth place payout is 200. So if someone gets knocked, oh, no one did. Bummer. Well, I got to go with God. Or do I? No, there's another table that's still. I'll be Mr. Meek. Someone could still get knocked out of the other table, or even this table. This guy could get knocked out if he calls. Call. Come on, call, baby. Call it. You gotta. You gotta call it. No, he's folding. Crap. Okay, now we'll see if the other table. Oh, the other table did finish already. But now I'm just playing antes for a little bit. Well, not too long. So with 5 players, there's 3 hands where you get hit with a blind. Is that true? No, 2. Two of every 5. Every orbit. Okay. I'm really hoping someone gets knocked out of that other table, but it doesn't feel like it's happening. Oh, it did happen. Okay. I made that jump, a money jump from 170 to 200, and I got an ace, and I fell in. I fell in on the with the antes. The ante was bigger than my remaining stack, so anyway, I got that final money jump. So nothing to nothing to cry about. So with the 200, this is my first term of the day. I made a profit of 150K, better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. And since I got dealt an ace, I have an outside chance of. Oh, I paired my 6. That's not bad. Oh no, that's not good either. Oh, it was good. Okay, so I popped up, but I had such a small. The main pot was much smaller, but so I'm still in ninth. But at least I had some chips to play with. So I'll fold. Yeah, I'm not expecting. So if I do ladder up, eighth place is 240,000. So that would be an extra 40. So um, I'm not expecting that, but I wouldn't be sad to get it, of course. All right, so this is my last hand before the big blind takes the rest of my chips away. So 6-4, can't do it. So This could be it, folks. Probably will be. But then again, you never ever know. And someone could get knocked out here. I don't know. Only unless they bet it up really big. So they're not going to do that. So I'm going to fall in right now. Fell in with a pair of queens. Yes, sir. You can't complain about that at all. The ladies, when you fall in, that's just pure luck. But that doesn't mean I've won, but it means I have a fair shot at it. Okay, maybe this guy will scare the others off and it'll be heads up me against him. He should scare oh, this guy's got 32, so he might take a flyer. But I bet he folds. And I'm heads up against one player. He did fold. No king, no king. No king. Okay. Doubled up. Now am I in eighth? I am. So so now I'm cautiously optimistic. I'll pre-fold this because of when you've had great luck, you don't want to push it too much. And 7-6 off is nothing. Here's another fold. So I wonder if I could do my thing where I fold around for an orbit until the big blind hits me and then I luckily win. That happened. I told you that video where it happened 5 times in a row where I fell in and won. So already today in this tournament, I've fallen in once and survived it. And you can't expect to survive it when you fall in. You should expect to just be out on your rumpus. Okay, I made a money jump. So ninth place player just got knocked out. So eighth place, as I said, was 240. So then the next payout is seventh at 290. So that's an exact buy-in. So I'm just crawling up the ladder. And this guy's going to get knocked out. So I've crawled up one more spot. Yes, sir. Okay, so now the next payout, the next money jump is at sixth place. Seventh, as I said, gets 290, and sixth gets 341, an extra 51. So yeah, I'm just doing my fold around thing and hoping other people get knocked out, and I just make money jumps through no fault of my own except folding. So this is all gravy. It's all gravy from here. And actually, it's been gravy for a while, ever since I fell in and probably won. So nobody's all in here. This guy will fold, probably. I think he'll fold. Yeah, he folded. So now I'm caboose boy. I'm low on the totem pole, and I'm gonna get eaten up in 2 hands. I'll fall in 2 hands unless I get a good holding this next hand and go all in with it and win. Wow, these big boys are really fighting it out. It's 1 versus 2. So one of them, they're basically almost exactly dead even. So okay, one of them's going to lose, so I'm going to not be in 7th place anymore. I'll be in 6th place because the other guy he has 14 chips. 14. Okay, so he'll get knocked out this hand, and that'll be another money jump for yours truly. I mean, I'm assuming he'll get knocked out. He fell in, obviously, with 14 chips. How could you not? So, I'll say, so 7th place is 290. Oh, I already mentioned. 6 would be 341, the extra 51 grand. So laddering up is fun to do, for sure. So what did he have? He had 3-8. So he actually won it with a 3-8, or chopped it. So now I'm all in, but Ace Jack is not bad to be all in with. I fell in. I've paired my Jack with a perfect kicker. So my luck is holding, I think. I think my luck is holding. We'll see. Yep. So the side pot was won by no folding now, but the main pot was won by yours truly. So so somebody got knocked out. So it's the next play out is sixth place. So the next money jump is 70K. You just gotta love how they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And now I have just antes where I can fold a while and hope for another money jump. So only 6 players left. Anything can happen. That's a pre-fold. So the money just gets astronomical. So I've had way more than my share of good luck this time. So I can't complain about anything. And I'll take it as it comes. I've had too much good luck in a way. You can never expect to get that lucky. But actually you can, just if you play long enough. Because if you play long enough, you're going to get those lucky times. And you're also going to get unlucky times. So they tend to balance out. So even though I don't feel deserving of it, I feel deserving of it in the sense that I play a lot. So I'm glad that it comes around. But it's not like I have incredible skill this tournament. Okay, well, no. I want somebody else to get knocked out, but I'm still Caboose Boy. But if you can stay Caboose Boy, that means you're still around and still around and still around. So that's what I try to do. But I have less than a fifth of the guy up one rung from me. So my time is coming soon. Right now. So I got hit by the big blind. I still have chips left though. So that even the small blind won't totally wipe me out. So you can't bet with the 7-5. All right, here comes the small blind. I'll be fumage. Yeah. So actually, I will call whatever comes here because it would be silly just to try to play with so little chips. So this will probably do it for me. 10%, 0%. So I was drawing dead. Okay, well, I'm not sad about it at all. I ended up had more than luck than anyone could ever expect. I came in sixth place for 341,000, so 291 in profit. So it's been fun, it's been real, and I shall see you all later.